My brainy hurt. Oh fuck. I thought too much about Umineko. I made a theory too big that isn't even able to be put on fucking the description. Wrote too much. I thought too much. My head fucking hurt from that. Oh. Are you ready for Umineko, everyone? Ooh. I wrote almost 2,000 words of a fucking theory. I feel like I'm going to burn my brain into a hole. If you've read the theory, I'm sorry. If you haven't read it yet, don't. If you like having a brain, don't read it. You might catch my fucking brokenness. Anyway, let's put on a fake smile right now and go into the world. Yeah. What? Oh, what the hell did you take me for? Just crumbled the letter and threw it on the floor. I believe your anger is quite appropriate. I also find it exceedingly pitiful and a truly ludicrous question. Like, how does anyone could wish for their own death? Do you know about suicidal people, Jessica? That's not a joke. Honestly, Jessica, I don't know if you know about people who, like, want to die, but they exist. It is as bad. You're right that no normal person wants that, but, like... Yeah. And, like, how does anyone who could want to remain alive or remain the life of the person they love? And, like, how does anyone could massacre everyone else as long as that's good for the two of them? No, Jessica-sama. Such a person could exist. This is Rokujima, the Demon Island. It is now completely cut off from the human world and dumped fully into another world like a cheese fondue. Is there gonna be, are we gonna get to a point, by the way, about this? Is there gonna be a point about all the fucking food metaphors the magic people use? Like, are we gonna have a point? Is there a point to this? There's probably a point to the locked rooms, but why? Simile, metaphor, simile, yeah, right, sorry. I'm fucking breaking my brain because I'm tired of shit from having... I thought of that theory and it broke my brain. Don't write on an empty stomach, BB. I didn't. I ate before the stream. I'm just broken because holy shit. Oh wow, Rush, you found my theory entertaining. Great. Congratulations, you stared at my jaw of madness, and you who has the answers did not go mad. I don't even remember most of what I wrote. I feel like I was working on the Necronomicon. The knowledge I wrote is lost to me already. The values of the human world will be taken out to the trash. So please. Memory loss is symptom of gnosis, BB? I do not take gnosis. I entered a fugue state. I entered a fugue state for a couple of hours. I was doing it while I was working, and I started getting headaches occasionally. I had to stop, and then I rested, and oh my god, what the fuck did I write? Just things you desire from the bottom of your heart. You know, the order you desire them. What remains will be your answer and one most fitting for this insane night.
Screw you! How can I choose any of these?
If you do not choose one, all of the above will be lost. Oh. Wait, that's a different thing than what fucking George was told. George was told if he doesn't choose, he's just gonna die. While in this case, Jessica's being told if you don't choose, everything's gonna die. Also makes for a fine fourth choice. No, it's the same you think. Did I just misread what George's was? I might have misread George's fourth choice. Oh, I thought George was just told he would die, which was why I was confused at first. Okay. No, it's the same. Okay, so I just misread George's. Got it. It may also be interesting if that one is chosen. But since choosing that resulted in the loss of your own life in the end, I believe it would be more wise to do the honorable thing to select number one, your life, so the other two will be saved. All is entrusted to your decision, Jessica-sama.
どうぞ後ろ宮家の後継ぎにふさわしい回答とその信念をお聞かせくださいます。
Please let me hear an answer and conviction fitting for the successor to the Uchinomiya family.
この炉の上
I'm seriously hoping for a wonderful answer fitting for the master descendant who shares his blood.
心より期待いたしております。
Damn it!
Oh fuck. Is Valor finally gonna say something? God fucking Battler of Purgatory, where the fuck are you? That scene was being observed through a magic crystal ball being held by Kinzo. Kinzo finally couldn't hold it back, spreading his arms and facing heavens, he began laughing in an explosive voice.
Why do you hesitate, foolish grandchildren descendants of mine? This is a simple problem that can be answered immediately. Vacillation? It causes vacillation in the whether to put butter or jam on your morning toast. Do you know the correct answer? He turned and stared wide-eyed at the Chester sisters who had been faithfully standing in wait behind him. No, my apologies. I don't know the goldsmith. Oh, not just at all means game! Oh, no. Game over! Game over! You foolish rabbit! You can't even choose a reason to go for your own life! You are not the value of a single ant that anyone might step upon without even noticing! Die! Be crushed just faster than I can blink!
You wanna know what the deal is with the dead Chester sisters they referenced earlier? I want to know too, because I'm thinking like the only person I can think of who died who isn't on this island and isn't Beatrice or Kinzo's wife or Beatrice again, like the only person I can think of is like, and even she didn't die, she just got hurt, is that one maid who talked poorly of Beatrice and then got like fucking shoved down the stairs.
And what of you?
Oh shit, press wrong button again. I would sacrifice the first one in my life, sir. Weapons against the fight and die in battle. You think it's a more of a Sagatoro thing? So did one of the guns get broken at some point? I mean, if it's that kind of case, that makes enough sense. I think it actually makes quite a decent chunk of sense. The weapons against to destroy enemies and protect allies. If we can die protecting those we love, we can be satisfied, sir.
Oh! I truly spend a monarch of her weapon. But for a person, fuck off. 0 out of 0. The later reply is very nice. I didn't doubt that you'll be given an extra care for answering that way. That's not it now, is it? Even isn't it? Is it now?
I see where Beatrice got her scumminess from.
You are merely answering the way you've been told to answer. Maybe the answer you've been indoctrinated with. I like free thinkers. You're the same as that other rabbit a second ago. You still live without having choisin a puppy. A good live for. This life has no value. Kill yourself now.
Yeah, you could tell. Kinzo is totally the type to do the low tier god speech. He's totally the fucking type, isn't he? Great. Now I can't get that out of my mind.
Who knew you want to crush you down? You as fodder for the other livestock.
Yes, sir. Animal fodder would be an honor.
I don't think so. You don't want to see anyone else die more, do you? Why can't you accept that?
So far, we know all the stateside beings that Vesto stakes for the sisters Kenji and Kumasawa, Veronovan and Virgilia. So what's the Chesters? That's... You know, I hadn't even fully understood that, but that's a... I hadn't thought about that at first, but that's a good point. I'm gonna write that the fuck down. That's a good point. How many guns have we seen so far? I believe we've seen a total of 4 during episode 3. Since, if I remember correctly, during episode 3 we saw... Let me double check. During episode 3 we saw Eva, Kraus, Rudolph. I think... Was it 4? for bunnies for guns checks out, but we only have 3 bunnies right now. We don't have a 4th at the minute. So there certainly is space for one. That one has died though? Oh shit, you're right. Wait, what the fuck? But there's 4... Wait, what about wait. You also ask who Gap is? Gap, I would imagine, is a master key. After all, what? Why did someone break a gun? A very good choice. Unless... I guess... Nah. I was gonna say, unless, like, Beto tried killing herself with a gun once, or one of the Beatrices tried killing themselves with a gun, and then he was like, fuck that shit. It got jammed? I mean... If you look at the master, like, if you look at her final description here, however, this power of hers is an weapon that risks delivering a lethal blow to a locked-room mystery. In theory, she's the master key. Or, like, a master key, or probably the master key. You can't... Let's pretend that those 2 words you never have sat next to each other, okay? Okay.
Yes! The rotting stench almost makes the nose wrinkle, you foolish rotten rabbit! Those are the words of praise for you!
Thank you very much, sir.
And then, what about you, the last one? Which of the 3 choices will you choose? Number 2 without hesitation.
Oh. Wait, what is that flag on their arm? Just say it's the English flag and accept that as the totally and absolutely not at all bullshit response.
Number 2. There are many who could probably choose to offer the one you love as a sacrifice.
Are you denying my reality, Carrie? My goodness. Stop denying my reality and replacing it with your own.
Tell me your reason.
Because
the one you love will be lost eventually. You don't have anyone to love and you won't be hurt, and even then, you might still be able to love someone again someday.
Oh. Who wants to try dissecting what the fuck these 3 sentences mean? Who are they reflecting of? Whose values are they reflecting? Who wants to make the guess? I don't.
You don't have... So, the person love right now isn't worth that much at all.
To be frank, you have told that to the worst person you could have. This is Kinzo, the man who has Beatrice and has been obsessed with Beatrice for probably most of his life. Like, you have stated the worst thing.
なるほど。それでそういう回答になるわけか。愛に傷ついたがゆえに臆病になったウサギよ。
I see. So that's why you reached such an answer. You rabbit who has become cowardly because you have been hurt by love. I have heard that rabbit Simonius. Just when was it that your heart was killed?
心は一体いつ殺されたというのか。ならばウサギよ、問いを変えよう。
Then, rabbit, I shall alter the question.
2番の
Why don't you just take an option to not the one you love, but the memories of the one you loved?
Oh, then.
思い出に変えようではないか。
Yes. entirely, definitely. That's actually easier for me. Wanna know why? Because it's Icelandic flag, so you need to get an Icelandic accent. Scapegoat, yeah, I could do it Icelandic accent. If I don't know what accent it is, you ought to be right to the. There's my Icelandic accent. Hold on, let's make sure I read this out correctly. Yeah, that's about right. You know what, Carrie? Good point. Very good point. I'll make sure I read out the Chester Sisters like that from now on. Thank you for the advice. I have a good time occasionally. Anyway, what I was saying is, Memories of the One You Loved is actually better in some ways, because if it's just a one-time thing, fuck, you might be able to fall in love again. And that's kind of nice, you know? If you can fall, like, normally you can only fall in love with a person once, but you get to do it again, that actually sounds kind of nice.
How is that? You still select that one? What's this about the one you love nothing worth much at all? Foolish rabbit! Still, she can't even face up to the depths of her own love! Try and choose it and try and choose to have the one you love forgotten! You can do that, right? I bet you can, alright? Come on! Try saying that you can! I can't.
Lord Goldsmith, please have mercy on her. I never thought I'd feel bad for a gun.
That is enough! Rabbit filth! Don't ever tell me how to keep watch of the dungeon! Be gone!
The Chesters that are old emotional wounds gouged. Disappeared as though running away. Oh, cool. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean their old wounds were gouged? Emotional wounds? Are they representative people in this case, or guns? What am I supposed to think? Hi, Ark, I'm losing my mind! After that, even though there was no one left to hear him, Kinzo continued talking as though continuing to play.
And there you have it, my pleasant test. To be truthful, there's no choice that can be said to be correct.
Also, why are they rabbits? I don't fucking know. Oh.
Whichever answer they choose is whether they can choose. Without hesitation, quickly, and with a resolute conviction in their own strong, unshakable will.
Where else have we seen rabbits anyway? I feel like I know, but... like... arc, I suggest being careful from now on. But also, somehow that doesn't answer anything at the same time. Somehow. Somehow that answers fucking nothing. Also, I'm thinking about this right now. I'm just like, is Kinzo just doing the trolley problem? It's just the trolley problem, except you can choose to jump yourself instead of pushing someone.
The reason and the willpower are very more important. That is what I want to know about. Descendants of mine. I'm truly looking forward to see what answers you will show me. Me?
This is one of the better times to make that mistake, and also, I will say this mistake is at least not a direct answer. But yes, as Carrie and Victor say, it's a case of what the fuck does that even mean then? Like, I know of one rabbit and one breaking. That does not answer a very important question of what the fuck is the relationship of everything else then. Like, fine, these are the marching rabbits. But what the fuck does that mean for the greater episode? I don't fucking know.
Yes, of course I once had the same question thrust upon me. Because I suddenly answered that devil's question was in reclaimed gold, honor, and the witch herself as my own.
Someone's coping with the fact that they never got to have the love of their loved one.
Which answer did I choose? Do I really need to say it out loud?
You guessed Beatrice came up with the Chesters with Maria. Seems like a minor detail. I'd have to question, obviously, then, like, okay, if the Chester sisters are Maria's little doll, then, like, is this just more cope? Is this just fucking more of Beto's cope, where she's like, is this Beto's cope of like, fuck it, this is how everyone died? This is a weird one. I will admit, I've kind of almost... Is Maria making this shit up? That's the question. Like, I don't think normally Maria's making this shit up. But in this specific case, maybe this episode is Maria's shit? I don't know. It's very hard. Like, my brain hurts thinking about this, frankly. So, have you decided upon your answer? As Jessica stared at the crushed letter which lay on the floor, she hung her head in constant silence. All that filled the room was the sound of the wind and the rain and the rustling of treetops. Regardless how noisy that was, it certainly made the signs more apparent. Runaway waited for Jessica's answer. However, Jessica didn't speak. Whether she was deep in thought or had stopped thinking, Runaway couldn't tell. No, he might actually have known. But, clearly like a demon, Runaway urged Jessica to voice it. If you cannot choose, I can at least take your life painlessly, if you would like. Yeah.
はい。
I literally couldn't hear what you said. Would you care to repeat that?
聞こえかねました。
I'm afraid I had some trouble hearing.
もう一度お願いできますかな。
May I ask you to repeat that? This kid lifted up her face and looked straight at Ronove's eyes. Seems she had decided on her answer. You're gonna cut away, aren't you? Oh? Well, it is her cross to bear. Kill me! He said one more time, clearly. Perhaps Ronove imagined from the very beginning that this would be the answer. Without her surprise, he smiled lightly and nodded.
ジェシカ様なら
I thought you would choose that answer, Jessica.
さて、
Now then, there's no right or wrong answer to this
どの選択肢が
test.
正解、不正解というものではありません。重要なのは、どの
The
ような
important
考
part is that
え
your
を経て
is what
その
thoughts
答え
led you to this answer.
という部分です。さあ、
Come now.
ジェシカ様の、そして次期当主としての心構えを持って、それをお答えください。
Please answer that with your readiness, as the next said.
別に死にたくて1番目を選んだわけじゃないさ。
It's not like I chose the first one because I wanted to die.
2番の
The second one was letting Canon couldn't die.
こんなの
That's obviously out of the
もちろん
question.
論外だから除外。
So forget that one.
3番の
The one was everyone
そ
else's
の他みん
lives.
なの命、こんなのももちろん論外
It's also obviously out of the question.
だから除外。
So forget that one.
そしたら
After that, only the first choice
1番
remained.
目の選択肢しか残らなかった。
消去法ですか。
Process of elimination, is it?
積極的に
So it's not something you chose proactively, you say?
と
After chuckling slightly, Runway dropped his gaze. A human couldn't even imagine what kind of answer a demon would have been hoping for. All she could understand was that this was apparently slightly below Runway's expectations.
悪くはありませんが、よくも
It's not
な
a
い
bad
回答
answer, I
です
must say. It's not a good one either.
60点というとこ
I
ろ
suppose
で
I
しょ
would call it a 60.
少し失望しましたよ。
I'm a little disappointed.
自信を持って選べみたいなこと言って
You're
お
a
け。
pretty selfish bastard. Tell me
そう
to
してやったら
answer with self-confidence and being disappointed when I do.
自分勝手な野郎だぜ。
消去法という
Apparently, it
だ
was not
け
only
で
a
は
process of
ないです。
elimination.
いずれにせ
By the
よ
way, it's a failing
落第
grade.
点ですが
But it seems that there's a
も
little
う
more
少
to
し
your
お考えがあ
thoughts.
るようだ。伺いましょう。
Allow me to ask.
死にたくないさ。
I don't want to die.
だから
So I didn't want to choose the first one? No one would.
人は
You struggle as much as life who left them because they want to live in
生の
happiness.
限りをあがいてるんだぜ。だから本当はまず
It's
一
how
番目
normally
なん
the
てあ
first
り
choice
え
would
ない
be impossible from the beginning.
しかし、あなたは一番目の選
However,
択肢。
you took that first choice.
自分の命を捨
You
てるこ
chose
と
to throw
を
away
選ん
your
だ。
own life.
その選択肢しか
Only that choice
残らな
remained.
かった。
一応それぞれの選択肢を選んだ
Try to think of the future that would come after choosing each one.
ほ
Oh.
う、いかがでしたか？
And what did you find?
まず
At first,
カノン君を死なせてみた。
I tried letting Canon couldn't die.
私は
Try imagining the rest of my life having
自
after
分
having
の大
Oh,
abandoned
好
the
き
one I
な
love.
人を見捨ててまで生きる残りの生涯を想像してみた。
それはどんな生涯でしたか？
And what kind of life was it?
生きるにも値しない最低の女だった。
He was a horrible woman who didn't deserve to live.
いつまでも
A
自ら
shabby
の
one who
選
for
択を
limited
悔
made
や
her own decision and lived only to
た
regret
だ
it.
後悔だけのために生きるみすぼらしい女だった。 大好きな人を見捨てて
A
生きるこ
horrible
とを
woman you
選ん
could
だ。
would choose to live and abandon the person she loved.
私には許せない。
I could never forgive such a woman.
私が自ら引導を渡してやる。
I put an end to her myself.
勇ましい。
How spirited.
では3番目の選択肢も考えられたのでは？
In that case, can you not have also considered the third choice? Yeah.
私とカノン君以
Try
外
letting
の
everyone about
全
me
員
and
を死なせ
Ken
て
can
もら
die.
った。カノン君はそんな私を好きになるはずはない。
There's no way Ken would like me if I did that.
そして私もまた
And it was no good for me either. So I had Ken, all the lives I'd banned for that became a cross I had to bear for the rest of my
生
life.
涯十字架となってのしかかってきた。
Holy shit, the quote I decided for her is... Wow. Okay. This is my cross to bear. Fuck, it comes back.
そしてその十字架は
Even Ken was forced to bear that
カノン
cross.
君にまでのしかかった。私はカノン君に十字架を背負わせるために愚かな選択肢を選んだりはしない。
I'm not gonna make a foolish choice just to force a cross on Ken.
もしそんなことをする私がいた
There's
ら
a future me out there who would do something like that.
私はその未来の
She's unforgivable to me.
その女にも
I put an end to that one myself too.
私が引導を渡してやる。
Just say I pictured it in her mind. Future her, beyond each of the three choices. There are three Jessicas. Of the three, two had regrets. Only one could hold her head high and smile at Cannon.
私さ、
You know,
生意気にも
I want to say the nerve to preach something to
カノン
Cannon
君
Kun.
に説教をしたことがあるぜ。自分の人生を思い切り生きてみろみたいなことを。
Something about trying to live your life to the fullest.
自分の人生を思い切り
Live
生き
your life to the fullest.
味わいある言葉です。
Meaningless words.
それは意外にとても難しいものです。
That is a surprisingly difficult thing to do.
だからさ、
So, yeah.
私が胸を張って
I gotta hold my head high and show
カノ
Cannon
ン君
Kun.
に見せなきゃならないんだよ。胸を張って
Show him
天
that
道様を真正
him a
面
way
か
of
ら
living where you can hold your head high and look everyone in the eye
思い切
with
り
a small
笑顔
fun
で
and
いられる
guiltless
生き方
smile.
ってやつを。
Meaningful.
あなたの自己犠牲をカノンは受け入れられ
Will
るでしょ
Cannon
う
be able to
か。
receive your self-sacrifice?
あなたの身勝手な
I mean,
選
consider that your
択
self-centered
が
decision might
余
hurt
計
him
に
even
彼を傷つけ
more.
てしまうことには思いが至りませんか。
だから伝言を
That's
頼み
why.
たい。
That's why I want to leave this message.
ほ
Oh.
う、お聞きはしますが、
I will listen, but I am a
何しろ
demon
私
after
は
all.
悪魔です。約束は守らないかもしれませんよ。
I may not keep my promises.
守って
Keep it.
約束。
Your promise. Jessa spoke that looking quite unconcerned. She had asked the demon who was about to take her life to pass on a message, and she wasn't thinking for a moment that she would be betrayed. At that extremely innocent smile, Rodway closed his eyes slightly and shrugged his shoulders.
いいでしょう。
Very well.
それで
So,
彼に何と伝えればよろしいですか。
what shall I tell him?
カノン君の思いっきりの人生を。
Tell Kennegun to live his life to the fullest. No, that's not quite it.
カノン君のじゃない。
Not his life, but Kennegun's life.
本当の名前は未だに教えて
Even
もら
now,
え
I
ない
can't get him to tell me his real name.
本当のカノン
Tell me
君
to
の
live the real
人生
Kennegun's life to the fullest.
を思いっきり生きて。そう伝えて。
Tell him that.
お嬢様。
My Lady.
ジェシカ、お前という
Jessica, you are unbelievable.
炉の上は気まぐれですから
Runaway is
伝
fickle,
言をしなかっ
so
た
I
可
might
能
not
性もありま
have
し
passed
た
the message along.
幸運でしたね
Aren't you lucky?
私がこの光景を見せていて
Have me here showing you this scene. A rusty three-sided mirror was set beyond the bars, and the scene was with Jessica was reflected on it. On the next mirror, the scene with George was reflected in the same way. None of them had questioned a three-sided mirror had appeared from a group of butterflies, or why Jessica and George reflected on it. Because the reflected sights themselves were not important.
そこまで
You are that prepared.
こいつのた
Throw
め
your
に
life away.
命を
For
学
his
ば
sake.
せるというのか
申し訳ありません。
My deepest apologies. Goes with a cannon with a complicated crystal and an awkward smile to it. Cannon couldn't meet his eyes.
ワルギリア様、
Virgilia-sama?
お嬢様が
There's
命
no
を
reason
落
why
とさ
my
れ
lady
る
lose
こと
her
はあり
life.
ません。僕を殺してください。
Please kill me.
2番目の選択
Please
肢
change it to the second choice.
変えてください。それで
That way,
全てが
everything should
丸く
revolve
収まる
itself.
はずです。
その願いを私に叶えることはできませんよ
I am not capable of granting that wish.
これはジェシカの選んだ自らの選択なのですから
After all, this is Jessica's own decision which she chose. Suddenly, the air was split and the chest sisters appeared, flying to Virgilia's chest. Is he gonna do it himself again? I don't fucking know. If goddamn Cannon just kills himself again, that's... Why is Cannon suicidal? It happened twice at least, possibly thrice, so I feel it's fair to say what the fuck. So mean, Lord Goldsmith is so mean!
私だって頑張ってるのであります。
I'm doing the best I can.
潰して勝ち
There's
取
me
り
for
と
an
か
Anuvara. That's just too much. Still without a clue what was going on, Virgilia was smothered by the sobbing Chester sisters.
はいはい
There,
大丈夫
there,
です
there.
よ大丈夫
Everything's
ですよ
alright. It's
泣かない
alright.
で泣かない
Don't
で
cry. Don't cry.
美味しいお紅茶を入れてあげますからね
I'll make you some delicious tea.
お前たちここの
I'm
見張りを
leaving it
任
up to
せ
you
ます
to guard this place. So if you were Kinzo's furniture, you two be fully ready to go to the great IKEA in the sky. Probably better fate than most.
不審な真似をしたら
If they do
すぐに
anything
知らせるのです
suspicious, inform me immediately. The go-attendants all looked at each other and nodded their heads. Virgilia took the Chester sisters and left. Silent people going up the stairs could be heard, so they had probably gone to number 4.
チャンスだわ。
This is our chance.
このヤギ頭どもは頭が悪いみたい。
These goat heads seem to be stupid.
うまく騙せないかしら。
I wonder if we can trick them. Kirei realized that the opportunity arrived, but she hadn't thought of a way to break the metal bars. And Jessica reflected on the three-sided mirror, closed her eyes as though she had given up. The way she had both her hands stuck in her pockets, wanting to be defined to the very end, might have been her own kind of aesthetics.
私の言い分は以上だ。
Well, that's all I wanted to say.
殺せよ。
Kill me.
わかりました。
Very well.
それでは。
Here we go then.
ご安心を。
Do not worry, for I shall make your death more gentle and merciful than sleep.
優しく、慈悲深いものにいたしますよ。
Runaway raised his palm as he slowly approached Jessica. Damn it! Ah! Realizing your daughter would be killed, crouched repeatedly, body slammed the metal bars, going half mad. The goats looked like they were sneering at how a mere human didn't stand a chance at breaking those bars. And true, Krause's opponent's efforts might have been comical, but Krause was giving it everything he had. As Jessica's father, he was living in that moment with everything he had, so all he could, so that he could save her. Ken made tight fists with both hands. If he used his cursed power, it might be to cut through the even metal bars. There was a foe 3 goats. There's no way you could defeat 3 of them in an instant. It would be instantly reported, and then Virgilia and even the Chester sisters would dash in. Like maybe it'd break the bars. You do nothing more. It was useless. Ken knew already the witch was sneering at that kind of useless effort. So he could do nothing but stare at Krause's repeated body slams.
George-sama?
Chen, who had been looking at the three-sided mirror, allowed out a voice. He looked to see George, who had been silent this whole time, had raised his head. It seemed that George had also decided on an answer. Have you decided?
君の答え。
Your answer?
ああ、
Yeah,
決まったよ。
I've decided.
それは揺るぎない答え。
Is that an unwavering answer?
ああ、揺るぎないね。
Yeah, it's unwavering.
なら、聞かせてもらう
Then,
わ。
let's hear it.
ああ、ちなみに、
Oh, by the way,
ジェシカはどうも自分の命を
it
差
seems
し
Jessica
出すこと
decided
を
to
選ん
take
だ
your
の
life
よ。
option.
まさか、
Have that indecisive person like you want to say you chose the
同
same
じ答
answer.
えを選んだって言うんじゃないでしょうね。
ジェシカはジェシカの答えを出したのさ。
Jessica gave her own answer.
それがどの
No
選
matter
択
which
であろ
choice
う
that
とも
was, it was Jessica's
それ
answer.
はジェシカの答えだ。僕の答えに
Not
何も
confuse
干
my
渉し
answer
な
in
い
any
よ。
way.
そう。
I see.
なら改めて聞くわ。
Then let me ask again.
以下に掲げる3つのうち、
Among the 3 mentioned below,
2つを得るために
in order to gain
1つを
2,
生贄に
sacrifice
捧げ
1.
1、
1,
自分
your
の
life.
命。2、
2,
シャノンの命。
Shannon's life.
3、 それ以外の全員の
3.
命。
Everyone else's lives.
あなたが選んだのは
Which have you chosen?
まさかジェシカと同じ1番？
Could it be the first, like Jessica?
違うね。
No?
へえ。
Oh. Gap looked a little surprised. She has thought it was a timid-looking man like this would never choose any other option.
ならよかったわ。
That's nice to hear.
私にとって一番退屈な選択肢が外れてくれてよかった。
I'm glad that the most boring option for me has been removed.
じゃあ、まさかとは思うけど、2番？
But... Is it then? And it seems unlikely. But is it the second?
シャノンの命
Can you
を
abandon
見
Shannon's
捨て
life?
てみせる？
まさか。
You must be
今
joking.
夜まさに婚
How
約
did that...
指輪を贈ろ
The
うという
person I'm going to
相手
give an
を
engagement ring to
どうして
tonight.
僕が。
Oh my god, George, what the fuck?
これは大胆だわ。
Now this is Bo.
それが君の答えなの。
Is that your answer?
そうさ。
Yeah.
僕の答え
My
は
answer is
3番さ。
the third choice. George had chosen the third choice. Everyone else's lives. You know, Gap hadn't been able to imagine that answer. Very Kinzo-like. Yes, fuck you, George. Wow. Changed to her, he'd choose number 1 just like Jessica. So she became interested to see how he had reached that answer. How he reached an answer that defied the imagination of the 33rd ranked demon of the 72.
聞かせてほしい。
I want you to tell me.
自分と愛する婚約者だけが無事で、それ以外の全てを犠牲にできる境地というのを聞かせてほしい。
Tell me the perspective that makes you able to sacrifice the lives of everyone else so that you and your fiance's love will be safe.
あなたもジェシカと同じで消去法というやつ？
Process elimination, like Jessica.
違うね。
Now,
はっきりこれ
this
し
is a
か
clear and only
僕
choice
に
for
は
me.
選択肢がないのさ。
自分さえ良ければいいと？
So, it's I'm alright, Jack.
愛する女と
You
引
can
き換
sacrifice the
え
word for the woman you
に
love.
世界を犠牲にできると？
君は何
What
を
are
言
you
ってい
talking
るのか
about?
い？
何？
What? George faced the demon as he spoke, looking at her almost in disbelief.
僕は今夜ここに
Tonight,
シャノンを呼び
I
出
plan
し
on calling Shan to this very spot
婚
and giving
約
her
の
this ring
証
as
であ
proof of
る
her
指輪を
engagement.
渡すつもりだった。僕とシャノンの婚約を祝福しない者も
There are quite a few
きっと
people who
多い
wouldn't celebrate an engagement between me and Shannon.
僕は彼
I've
女
heard
と
to
の
make
婚
enemies of the
約を
entire
宣
family
言す
announcing
る
my
ことで
engagement to her.
親族すべてを敵に回すと覚悟していた。僕にはあるんだよ。
I've been prepared.
この島に訪れたその時から。いや違う。
The time we came to this island, no, that's not it.
彼女に婚約
The
した
time
い
I
と打
convinced
ち
her
明
that I
けた
wanted
そ
us
の
to get
時からね。
engaged.
結婚さえできれば
So, you can sacrifice everything else as long as you can get married.
結婚とは
Marriage
自分は生涯
means remaining an
妻
ally
の
to your
味
wife
方
for
で
your
あり
entire
続ける
life.
ということだ。僕にはその地
As
点
of that moment,
彼女のために
I was prepared to make the entire
世
world my
界の
enemy
全
for
てを
her sake.
敵に回す覚悟があるんだ。
Those words through the right side mirror also reached Shannon's ears, and she decided then and there, no fucking way is she marrying this bastard. And his determination reached her eyes. Shannon started getting arranged with George that night. She would be given an engagement ring. Then this incident occurred and she hadn't been able to receive the thing. But now, even though it wasn't in the form of a ring, Shannon received something even greater. As proof of that, a single tear with the same sparkle as a diamond dripped down.
それはなんと
Oh,
も
what
振
a
った答
gutsy
え
answer.
なるほど。よく考えたら君にこれは気楽な選択肢だわ。
Yes, if I really think about it, that was an easy decision for you.
だって君の両親は第一の晩にすでに殺されちゃって
After
るん
all,
だ
your
もん
parents were already
ね。
killed in the first Twilight, right?
今さら君にとって死んで困る人間は誰もいない。
By now, there's no one whose death would bother you.
なるほどね。これは簡単な選択だったわ。
I see. It was an easy choice. He wants to get rid of his family because he's afraid some of them would be opposed to the marriage. Yeah, I don't. Jesus Christ, what a fuck ass. You can say whatever you want.
これが僕の、そして僕の次期当主としての
This is my determination, my choice, personally and as the next family head. As far as George's eyes was brilliant and sharp. You cannot fuck. Screw off, screwballs. For instance, Gap felt the same sense of intonation that Kinzo exceeded, and was slightly overpowered.
なるほど。
I see.
ゴールドスミスと
So
同
the
じ
same answer as Goldsmith.
というわけ。君も
Despite your
あどけなさそう
innocent
に
face,
して
you're gonna become a terrible demon in the future. He's a terrible demon now, don't worry.
なんだ。私た
What do
ち
you know? We
と
get
てもう
along
まく
pretty
やれ
well.
そうじゃない。君がゴールドスミスの後を継ぐ。
You will succeed, Goldsmith.
そしてやが
Hey,
て
one day I may be summoned
私
eventually
は
and
召
serve you.
喚され、君にそれも案外
That might be
面白
surprisingly
いかもしれない
interesting.
わね。
Got me to change your opinion on George. This man bore determination and resolve unmanageable from his outward appearance, and now adopted that just now. Had resistance since the very beginning. Wow, that makes him
僕には
worse.
今すぐ当主を継承する覚悟がある。
I'm prepared to inherit the headship right away.
いや違うね。
No, that's not it.
君はこのテストを
Tell me to think
当
of
主
this
と
as
して
the
考
head
え
of
ろ
this
と言っ
test.
た。
Think of this as the head in this test.
だから僕は
Transfer based on the
自
premise
分
that
が
I am
当
the
主で
head.
あると前提して答えたんだ。いや、それす
No,
ら違う。
not even that.
当主そのものとして考えた。
I thought of it as the head myself.
僕は今
Right now, I am the head of the Ushomiya family. And how to know that you do not like George. I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to be able to say so much.
君はどうやらかなりの大物だわ。
It seems you really are one to be reckoned with.
バトラとマリアのテストはまだだけど、私は
Tyler and Maria's tests haven't been done yet.
君が合格でいい
If you ask me, I think you should be the one to pass.
でもその答えがかけねなしの本当のものな
But
のね。
only if that is true. An exaggerated answer, of course.
僕の覚悟を
You doubt my
疑う
resolve?
というのか。
君が選んだ選択肢を
Can
実
you
行
carry
で
out
き
the
る。
choice you choose?
今すぐ自らの
Can
手
you
で
right now, with your own
この
hands,
島に存在す
offer
る
all
全
the
ての
lives
命
that exist
を
on
生
this
贄に
island as a
捧げることがで
sacrifice?
きる。自らの手でよ。
With your own hands, I remind you. Why is Kinzo doing the trolley problem? It's becoming more and more obvious that this is just the fucking trolley problem.
できるね。
I can.
その覚悟はあ
I
る。
said several times that I have
僕
that
は何度も
resolve.
言っている。
This is a new face for him. then return to the guest house right away and kill Battler and Maria. When that is done, I will bring you the other hostages. Execute each of them except Shannon before her eyes. You can do that, right? I can. My resolve is on a whole different level from yours. Then carry it out. Death for them all. Carry out this blood-stained ritual as the new head of the Ushinomiya family. Understood. I'll carry it out. I'm already the head of the Ushinomiya family. What the fuck, George? I hope this is fake as shit for the sake of not hating you more than I already do. Yes, that's right. Staining that throne red by your own hand. You become the king of the Netherworld, ruler of all. Yeah, but sure now. This man truly was fitting to see Kinzo's madness. Rage on, storm. Cry out, thunder. Celebrate the birth of the new Demon King. The island demons send out welcome to a new ruler. In response to the demon's call, the tempest raged more and more. Then a massive lightning bolt fell. Its tearing thunder and brewing light creating the feeling of a just moment of silence. So, about the order of the murders. You can choose, right? Wow. Wow, what a fucking monster. I'm quite sure this is not... I'll be honest, I never had a good opinion of George, so I'm not sure if this is really what he'd be like, but fuck. Please, as you wish, Your Majesty, the new Demon King of Rokujima. As your heart desires. Well, for lack of better words. Oh, okay. The first will be you then. I hope that won't be a problem. A gust of wind blew, stirring up George's jacket as though it was a cloak. It was very much like a cloak worn by the head. It definitely gave the same impression of grandeur. At that time, Gap suddenly saw the storm wiped away and the sky covered the pure white and vast full moon. Bearing the full moon on his back, the man who called himself the new head sneered at the demon. Even in the life of the Ushinomiya family, all of them are now my fortune. There will be reparation made for the damage that has been done to that fortune. It won't be cheap. You didn't seriously think you could take the lives of my parents, Aunt Natsu, Uncle Rudolph, Auntie Rosa, and Genji-san, and hope I'd overlook it, right? Oh, you little wise guy. Really? Really? You're doing this? Really? Fuck you. Rowan intending to press his palm against his chest and stop her heart. A short distance away, Sand had stopped. On the carpet at their feet, plop plop, small red flowers bloomed one after another. The seeds of those flowers had fallen from down on high, all the Jessica's fists, held up through the strike, as though to strike the heavens. Oh, Jessica took out her fucking brass knuckles finally. So slight issue. If we're right about all this being faked by the family for whatever reason, this is bad. This is really bad. Let's put it simply, this is shit. The kids are gonna start killing things they actually have to when they might not need to. And those drops are dripping onto the carpet. By the way, that was just now was my answer as a maiden. Answer as a head is different. Allow me to ask. So George and Jessica have elected to throw down instead of sacrificing. Good choice. I mean, I agree. It's cool. I like it. But I'm very worried that they might actually kill people when no one has died so far, which is entirely possible. The person I love, my family, my relatives, everyone! I'll protect them! From the head, that's my duty! That wasn't just acting self-important. It was protecting me and Mom! Fighting the pressures of seeing the Ushirome family for several decades! So I know, being the successor is nothing trivial. So you know what? This is easy as hell. It's easy as hell for me to risk my own life. Jessica knew. She knew that her father, in order to protect his family, was now in bluffing and fighting a solitary fight. Jessica understood something that his back had been telling her. Another left straight was buried in Rotovade's face. That mighty strike wasn't due just to the brass knuckles she was using, which, yes, that finally fucking came back. It was a strike of a person, a family head, who could throw away everything in order to protect. If Dad lost his qualification to be the successor, then I, the next in line, will be to succeed the head. Head of the Ushiromiya family, Ushiromiya Jessica! I don't know about window that you keep on doing whatever the fuck you want! A wonderful answer! I shall change the score from earlier! Plus 10 for that answer. Plus 10 for that splendid left straight. That means I only need 20 more for a total to 100. Rotovade backed away from her and finally wiped away the blood pouring from his nose. It had become not blood, but petals of red rose. The blood in his face was wiped off, and in its place was a grin from a great delight. She had felt lost many centuries ago that you no longer remember just how long it had been. Your resolve! I, Ronovade, will test whether it is deserving of full marks. Crime it, jackass! Come at me! Come to the abyss! Wait, hold on, I wasn't using that! Beneath George's feet, a pitch black pit suddenly opened his mouth wide. The birth of the fighting game. You know what? I like it. Of course, George had no way in resisting. After being swallowed up by it, George fell out of a pitch black hole that had opened up in the ceiling of the arbor. Ah, so she's the kick character. As George fell down, he was hit sharply in the gut like precision beat strike. A reverse roundhouse kick from the stiletto heel. That looks like a regular roundhouse kick, but okay. Also, I guess she actually does wear fucking panties. Oh. Launched out of the arbor. The instant George thought that he was about to be swallowed by a rosebush. Another pitch black hole opened there and swallowed George whole. At this time, a pitch black hole opened in front of Gap at her feet, seeing defenses George out of it. At that time, Gap had already finished the preparatory motions for the next reverse roundhouse kick. God, this is why fighting someone who can fucking use... This is why fighting someone who can use portals is very painful. This is... Welcome back. Oh, never mind. I thought we saw our panties. Nope, never mind. There's no panties. Right side of the head. Below the right armpit. Side of the right knee. As Gap dances and spun like a small cyclone, she kept hitting him right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot with excessive roundhouse kicks. Ah, that can be painful. The fourth one began to sweep, cutting George's feet out from under him, making him fall down. Of course, there was no floor there, but pitch black hole and George was swallowed up once again. Gap once again spun around like a small cyclone. George likewise was once again spat out of the ceiling of the arbor. Take this and keep it as a memento. The single strike at the end of the abyss. He thought he was cooking. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck George was thinking he was doing here when this is the game where the game paused and asked you to insert a fighting game this so you can play the battles out on it. Well, I guess we're never finishing the game then. But also, like, Jessica at least has brass knuckles. George, you don't declare you're gonna fucking fight for it and against someone when you have nothing. Die. The sharp strike of the Queen Bee pierced the heavens like a rising cyclone and kicked through George's abdomen as he fell from the ceiling. And then, time froze. George was pinned in midair by Gap's raised leg. George got into a battle of wits with a demon when death is on the line. Yep. So pinned in midair, George moaned. Then Gap, with George so hung up on her foot, grinned. I'll admit it. That shit is at least mature. But that's no good if it doesn't come along with power. Did you know? There are 3 kinds of power to rule the world. The first is influence. The second is wealth. You know what the last one is? You read it in a book. Force, right? Correct. That is what you're lacking. Gap finally released George. The king upwards one more time, adding another roundhouse kick and smashing him into a pillar. Now one move, you're a monarch without influence, without wealth, or without force. Kinzo possessed all 3. That is why he reigned as a tyrant.
君も金蔵の
If you're
後
going
継
to
者を
call
名乗
yourself
るなら
Kinzo's
ば
successor, try
そ
showing
の
me some
貫
of that
禄を見せて
majesty.
ごらんなさい。ほら、いつまで寝ているの？
Come on, how long were you going to lie there?
立ちなさい。
Stand up.
じゃないとまた落ちるわよ。
If you don't, you'll fall again, see?
悪くない動きですよ。
Not bad a movement.
しかしレディーには少々ふさわしくないかと存じますよ。
But I feel they are somewhat unsuitable for a lady.
いやー Asshole!
ひょろひょろと
Look at we and hopping around!
反撃してこねえのかよ。
Pushing me around, you douche!
うぜえやつ。
Ronda was dodging skillfully, jumping back and avoiding Jessica's fists. But he still wasn't striking back himself. His agile movements, as swift as a flag, whopping around in strong winds, Jessica's fists weren't even to touch him. Amazed the feeling of her blood running hot, Jessica regained her offensive composure. Even though this room was large for a bedroom, it was too small an area to keep up such exaggerated dodging for long. She calmly realized that and started using not just her fists, but her legs as well.
ほう。
Oh.
ボクシングは腕でやるだけのうちは犯人です。
Doing boxing with just your arms makes you but half a man.
腕は熱く吠えたける獅子のように。
Your arms is a roaring lion burning with power.
そして足は冷たく獲物を狙って追い詰める蛇のように。
And your legs, the snake, cold as ice as it closes in on its prey.
蛇に足はねえぜ。
Snake don't have legs!
確か
Very true. Jessica began cornering Ronnie towards the wall with perfect footwork. She wouldn't let her guard be down. Ronnie's magnificent dodges looked flashy, but they need sufficient room. Once cornered, he wouldn't be able to dodge anymore. Jessica had a good understanding of the social characteristic of her equipped weapon, the brass knuckles. This powerful weapon's most notable characteristic was how it didn't let the opponent defend. Why the fuck are we getting the fighting game white paper now? What? Even if they blocked with their arm would receive direct damage. If it hit the wrong way, it would even break the bone. So he pressed him forward. She would block off his escape routes, and then with his fists, she would chip the demon down.
おっと。
Oops.
おや。
Oh my, when did...
ようやく追い詰めたぜ。
Looks like I finally cornered you, huh?
みんなを捕らえている
Where's
場所は
everyone
ど
being
こだ。
held?
クソジジイのいる場所はどこだ。
Where's that old bastard hiding?
洗いざらい喋ってる。
Tell me everything I'll let you go with nothing more than ripping off that mustache off,
勘弁
alright?
してやるぜ。
それは困ります。
That would be a problem.
これでもセットに毎朝1時間をかけているのですか。
Believe it or not, it does take me an hour every morning to set this, you see.
ギブスの世話になったら、それもでき
If I
ない
put you in a plaster cast, I guess you won't even be able to do that, huh?
おっ
Oopsie daisy. Ronnie had blocked Jessica's lunged fist with his arm. tried to act as though it was no big deal, but it must have hurt a lot. Jessica grinned. She had brought a weapon to this fight. Unlike George, you got fucking ping-bonged. Ronoe smiled the same way, but twitched slightly. I see. That certainly does hurt. Final warning. Break down and apologize. That I cannot do. It would ruin my image. Can't just break. Flurry of punches! Jessica's iron fists were pounded into Ronobe. But Jessica was startled. The impact felt wrong. There was a sound of breaking glass. What? I glanced like Ronobe had caught Jessica's fist with his palm. That wasn't quite true. When Ronobe opened his hand, a faint purple glowing barrier like a glass shield appeared there. Look, we'll recreate this. Okay, look, guys, look. Okay, don't worry, Carrie. We'll recreate this fight in the video game once we get to there. Pulling himself together, Jessica stuck out her fist again. With a truly magnificent movement, Ronobe caught all of them. I am, after all, a demon. I am at least capable of this level of magic. I must say, though, you are quite good. If I were human, I'm sure this is where I would have admitted defeat. It's because I am a demon that I can still continue to fight. You friggin' cheater! Is that all? Are you sure that by attacking all the time, you're not neglecting your own defenses? Huh? Ronobe pounded his palm in Jessica's stomach, stopping abruptly just a fraction away. Oh shit. Jessica was fell by the purple shield, tumbled backwards and smashed her head on the table. I mean bed. My shield cannot be broken by a mere human. I suggest you never again dream of being able to touch my body. In that case, I'll just punch straight through that shield. You are a daunting person. That tenacity, yes, it is truly fitting for the next family head. Why don't I? Ow, fuck. Why don't I be your opponent for just a little while longer?
これも試験官の役
This is one of the privileges of an examiner.
Shred it to pieces! Yeah!
Sorry for yelling, everyone. Yap looked down on George, sneering, as everyone should. He was lying face down in the puddle on the rose garden path. The merciless rain beat down him, so that it looked as though even the heavens were mocking him.
立ちなさい。
Stand up.
また落ちるわよ。
You'll fall again. George stood up shakily. His fear hadn't given up, but the damage to his body was fairly significant.
命乞いなさい。
Beg for your life.
君のしていることは何も選ばない4番目の選択肢に同じ。
What you're doing now is the same as the fourth choice of choosing nothing.
君が選んだのは
You chose the
3
third
番目の
choice,
選択
right?
肢でしょ。両手両膝をついて詫びれば私への比例を許してあげるわ。
I'll forgive your rudeness then,
そしたら
and I'll guide you down to the
君の
dungeon.
力へ案内してあげる。そこで君は愛するシャノンと非力な自分のために他の人質たちを一人ずつ殺していくの。
There, for your beloved Shannon and your own powerless self, you will kill the other hostages one by one.
できるわよ
You can
ね。
do that, right?
その覚悟はあると君は豪
You
語
did boast
した
on
わ。
having that resolve. George didn't. But his gaze was still obstinately resisting surrender.
あまり強情が過ぎると今度こ
If
そ
you are too obstinate, then this time you really will fall to the deepest depths of the abyss. Yap's strength was undeniable. I deny it. That therefore doesn't exist anymore. There's no doubt that Shannon's group watching through the three-side mirror understood that. Probably more clear than George himself did, because George is a fucking idiot.
庄司様。
George-sama,
もう
please.
やめて。
That's enough.
私なんかのために。
You don't have to do this for someone like me.
姉さん
Nessan.
私のことなんて好きにならなければ、ジョージ様は誰とも戦
You
わ
fall in
な
love
くていい
with
ん
me.
でしょ。
You wouldn't have to fight anyone, right, George?
私なんて捨ててくだ
Then
さい。
please, just abandon me.
忘れてください。
Please forget me. No way for that voice to reach George. But even so, George answered.
嫌だね。
No way.
僕は
I won't
屈服し
surrender.
ない。
へえ
Oh.
どうして
Why?
それが僕の覚悟だからだ。
Because that's my resolve.
僕はシャノンのために全てと戦う。
I'll fight everything for Shannon's sake.
そして全てに認めさせ、全てに僕たちを祝福させ
I'll
る。
make everything accept us, and everything bless us.
ねえ聞かせて
Hey, tell me something.
どうしてあのシャノンとかいう家具のために
How can you go so
そこ
far
まで
for that furniture called Shannon?
あんなのただの出来損ないじゃない。
She's as good for nothing, isn't she?
給仕一つ満足にできない ガラクタ家具だわ。
Furniture for the garbage that doesn't even make for a satisfactory waitress.
愛する女性への暴言を
I
僕
won't
はそれ
permit
以上許さない。
insults against the woman I love.
だったら何？
So, what are you going to do about it?
ひ弱な僕ちゃんが私にどう抗うというのかしら。
How's a weak kid like you going to fight against me?
人を愛するとは強さだ。
Loving someone is strength.
それを知ったから
I was able to become strong because I learned that
僕は強くなれ
feeling.
た。シャノン、
Shannon,
僕は君を愛している。
I love you.
その言葉だけで僕は何度でも立ち上がれるんだ。
I can stand back up and over with just those words. I can stand up back over and over again.
シャノンは力をよ。
Shannon's in the dungeon, you know.
私に愛を語られても。
No good professing your love to me.
いや、
No,
伝わった。
she heard.
それが愛だからだ。
Because that is love.
シャノンには今僕の言葉が聞こえているよ。
Shannon can hear my words right now.
そうだと信じられることこそが愛だ。
The reason I believe that is because of love.
こいつ。
This guy.
シャノン、
Shannon,
君は家具なんかじゃない。
you're not furniture.
家具だったとしても世界でただ一つの僕だけの家具だ。
If you were, you might be mine alone and the only furniture for me in the world. Please stop talking.
生涯僕と寄り添ってほし
I
い。
want to be close to me in the all my life.
僕には君が
I need you
永遠に
now
必要だ。
and forevermore.
ジョージ様。
George-sama.
焼けるわ。
I'm jealous.
口説きならうちの人を
He surpassed my husband in smooth talking. No, he fucking hasn't. Stop. If it was just a fetish thing, I'd be much more fine with it. Why is it a power dynamic thing? Eh? This is youth.
愛が強さ
Love is strength.
なら坊やはどうしてそんなにひ弱なの？
Then why are you so weak, boy?
その弱さがつまり君の愛の程度なわけね。
It must mean your love is so also that weak, I guess.
婚約者への愛もひ弱。
Your love for your fiance is weak.
両親のあっけない死に様もひ弱。
Your parents' disappointing quick deaths were weak.
君の人生は
Everything about your life
何
is
から
weak.
何までひ弱だわ。
シャノンは僕に愛と強さを教えてくれた。
Shannon taught me about love and strength.
もし君が僕の強さだ
If
け
you
で
insist upon
シャ
measuring
ノ
my
ンへ
love
の
for
愛
Shannon
を
by my
確かめよ
strength
うという
alone,
のなら僕の愛を教えよう。
then let me teach you about my love.
言うわね。
Nice words.
なるほど。
Now I get it.
何度も蹴り倒されて転がされ それでも立ち上がるのがシャノンからもらった強さだと。
So, you say that the way you can still stand up after being kicked down so many times is strength to receive from Shannon.
なら
In that case, what did you receive from your mother and father who were killed without a fight?
何をもらったの？
Suddenly, there was a blackout. Outside? Yes, exactly.
違う。
No. This is...
Thing blocking Gap's vision was the bottom of George's shoe. I do not believe for a second he can fucking stretch his legs. Sorry, not sorry.
側頭蹴り
Sidekick.
尾骨骨折
Nasal bone fractured. It stopped right in front of the tip of Gap's shoe.
母さんに
Nose.
もらったものは
The thing I got from mother
こ
was
の
this
蹴り
kick.
だ
So what, you went to your fucking dojo or fucking martial art classes with her? I guess that's kind of cute, actually. After several moments delay, Gap jumped back. Of course, it was too late. If George had stopped, he probably would have caused exactly the damage he had announced.
そして父さんにもらったの
And what I
が
got from
忍耐
father
力
is patience. Anger with a low boiling point isn't something to be truly feared. True anger is cultivated through patience.
君の暴力的意思
I
表
understand
示
your
は理解し
declaration of violent intent.
たまた
I also understand
婚
your
約者と両親への名誉
defamation
毀
of my
損も
fiancé
理
and my
解した
parents.
そして
You have no intention of
それを撤回する気が
retracting
ない
any
ん
of
だ
that?
ね
こいつ
You?
君の攻撃はもう十分に理解したから
I have sufficient understanding of your attacks now.
そろそろいいかな反撃しても
If you're ready, might I fight back?
ほざくな坊やの分際で
Enough of your slick talk, bucko! A pitch black hoe opened its mouth at George's feet. But George rapidly opened his legs, straddling the hoe. That's a funny fucking image. The same move won't work again. She made the hoe slightly bigger and he fell then. Oh fuck! His extremely light dodge and the upper part of his body didn't even quiver.
忍耐とは熱くなら
Patience
ず
means not using
冷
their
静に相手
losing
の
your
手
cool
方を
and
研
completely
究することだ
supposedly researching your opponent's moves.
何のために決まってるじゃないか
For what purpose? Isn't that obvious?
わかるかい
Do you know?
わかんないわよ
No, I don't.
反撃して
It's a counter.
きっちり
Give exactly what you got to make them never
二
want
度
to
と
mess
ちょっ
with you
かいを出
again.
したくないと思わせ涙と鼻水で顔面をぐちゃぐちゃにしてそれを拭う
Make
のを
them cover
忘
their
れて
faces in tears and snot. Forget to wipe it off.
額を地面にこすりつけて
Make them
何度
rub
も
their
謝
forehead
り
on
た
the
くな
ground
る
and
ほど
polish
に
his own over.
完
Get
膚
him
なき
thoroughly,
までに
perfectly,
完
thoroughly.
璧に徹底的に叩きのめすためだよ
Pulverize them until they can't get up. George dashed. Pits opened up one after another, but George would not step in them again. Some fucking out. Because he was persistent in that move, Gap was captured for a second time.
後ろ回し蹴り
Reverse roundhouse.
顎部骨折
Jaw fractured. It was stretched out more forcefully and beautifully than Gap's had been. Of course, while it centered directly in Gap's face, it stopped a hair's breadth away. Perhaps you couldn't rely on pitfalls at this close range. Gap kicked at George's shins as a diversion. And in the instant weakness when he tried to deal with that, she aimed to kick at his stomach. It was a bee-like sapphire stiletto heel. I sliced through the air where George was no longer. High axe kick. Collarbone fractured. I can still move after this beating earlier. Look, he wants to be badass even though there's no fucking way for him to be a badass, okay? Sorry, not sorry. From his side's gap. George coolly announced that, his foot still raised. I've had an S kick done to me. It's fucking annoying. If the monarch's heel had been swung down, a collarbone fracture would have been an understatement. This guy's stronger than me at close range. Need distance. She jumped backwards to gain a large distance. She jumped and leapt, and even backflip, increasing the distance between them. Wide backflip? I don't fucking know. Should have been magnificent, but for some reason it looked very similar to the movements of a small, scared animal. If she opened the distance, she could fight at the range that was her speciality, using mixture of pitfalls and kicking techniques. You fool. Regret the arrogance of passing on 3 chances to beat me in the depths of the abyss. You think a broken collarbone would make backflipping hard? No, remember, Carrie, please, you have to understand. She doesn't have it yet. George is just playing around with her now, for some reason. Or I'm not sure if he's deliberately missing or if he's actually missing. I do not know if he's deliberately or just deliberately missing or not. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, why? Why? I don't know if he's doing it. He might be showing the fuck off. Gap landed beautifully and tried to aim a pitfall where a razor-sharp wind cut her bangs. This game doesn't make sense? Correction, Carrie. Magic doesn't make any fucking sense. Yes, cut them. And twice. This time it didn't stop a hair's breadth away, but scattered her bangs with its air pressure. Is Beto playing a fighting game in universe? Oh, for fuck's sake, that makes a dangerous amount of sense. If that's what's happening, we need a fucking... Why do I feel like I need to open up the fighting game right the fuck now? God damn it. Armanda com Mortello. Orbital blow fracture from the first strike. Cerebral contusion with the second strike. She's seriously not wearing any panties. Sorry for pointing that out again, but I'm just like, she's totally flashed George multiple times now, right? Right? That totally happened. Yeah, but she's shocked to speak. George had closed all that instant and let out a fierce and nimble mid-air double kick. Furthermore, with the accuracy and edge of a razor, it could cut nothing more than a few of her bangs. You refuse to believe that George knows what cerebral contusion is? He has to. He's a good school kid. It's called demonic fashion, baby. It's demonic because you're just showing off your fucking genitals to everyone who comes by. It's fucking... Are we sure? Are we sure that we don't have someone to replace the stake of lust? I think we found someone to replace the stake of lust. Very least sloth, because this is the lowest effort outfit you could ever put on. I learned power of kicks from karate. Spread from taekwondo. Freedom of range from capoeira. I was always trying something new. It's very educational being able to study the various merits. Why don't you hit me? Because I'm a woman? Hope the force is a monarch's third power. Looks like you're still
そ
missing
の
the
暴力の意
meaning of
味を
that
誤解
force.
しているようだ。この場合の暴力とは
The
ね、
situation, force doesn't mean
短
hastily
絡的
wielded
に振るわれ
violence.
る乱暴のことを言うんじゃない。敵対すれば無傷では済まないという抑止のことを指すんだよ。
Refers to a deterrent. Not to have someone avoids the monarch, that person won't get away unharmed.
抑止だと
A deterrent? That was the point. That was why all of George's attacks up until then had stopped just before the blow. Did they teach that in my school, BB? No, but I also didn't take all my fucking honor classes or all my AP classes. Which, knowing George, he probably took them. I did learn, I literally read the fucking psych book from back to front, so it's not even that absurd. You take in an AP class and you have that same kind of thoroughness. AP biology probably fucking goes over that shit. Anyway, these bare misses, which were more difficult than directly hitting, had all been performed so splendidly. And any of them would probably have crushed Gap in a single hit if George had wished it. He was deliberately not doing that.
君も言ったろ。
Said it yourself, right?
暴力は滑る
Force is
力
the
だ。
power to rule.
暴力で相手を破壊
You
し
destroy
て
your
し
opponent
ま
with
っ
force,
た
you won't be
ら
able to rule them, right?
滑られないじゃないか。王者の暴力とはね、
Monarch's force is something that is only shown.
破壊しない。
It does not destroy,
屈服させて自らの財産とするんだ
makes
から、
others
ね、
submit, and adds them to his own fortune.
君に泡でも吹かれたら
You flag out on me,
みんなの
won't
囚
be
わ
able to
れ
make
てい
you
る場
guide
所
me
に
to where
案
everyone
内
else
さ
is
せら
being
れないよ。
held. Gap had to admit it. She had to admit that George understood force in the truest sense.
みんなのところへ案内してもらうよ。
I'll take you to where everyone is.
抵抗はおすすめしない。
I'll advise against it.
もう寸止め
I
は
won't
し
hold
ない
back anymore.
ごめんねリア。あんたの兵隊
Sorry,
借り
Leah.
させて。
Let me borrow your troops.
私一人じゃ手に負えないわこいつ。
This guy's too much for me to handle alone. There's a large pitch black hole opened in the sky. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Three Musketeer Goat attendees fell out. They surrounded George.
増援会
Reinforcements?
それは僕がひ弱であることを撤
I want
回
you to
した
take
と
this
受
to
け
mean
止
that
め
you
ていい
retract
の
your
か
statement about me being weak.
認めるわ。
I admit it.
あんたの
I made light of your power.
人間の
The
力
power
を
of
侮って
humans.
たわ。
違うね。
No.
これが愛を覚えた男の強さなのさ。
That is the strength of a man who knows love.
ふざけ。
What tripe? How can you say something like that with a straight face? With a straight face.
さあヤギたち。
Come,
そ
goats!
の男を潰
Crush
し
this
て
man into
肉団子にしてや
meatballs.
りなさい。このヤギたちはバカだけどパワーだけはあるみたいよ。
These goats are stupid, but it looks like they at least have power.
あんたの死体婚約者にも見分けがつかなくしてあげるわ。
I'll make it so that even your fiance won't be able to recognize you.
降伏拒否並びに継戦の意思。
You choose to surrender and intend to continue fighting. Understood?
以後は君の攻撃に等しい分だけ君に実害が及ぶことを宣言する。
Claim then that henceforth to receive real harm proportional to your own attacks.
僕をまだ攻撃す
If
る
you
つも
try
り
to
な
attack
ら
me, I suggest you prepare to receive a great
相
deal
応
of
の損
damage.
害を受けることになると覚悟するがいいよ。
When George proclaimed that, a faint red magic circle rose up around him. Stop trying to make George into a badass he's not? What? You don't think George is a badass and not a creep? Damn, I can't believe you have those kinds of thoughts. Where would you get that impression from? That he's actually more of a creep. Game's really gonna have to try hard with me. It seemed that George couldn't see it. Can we get back to Jessica, please? However, gapping a demon could. Magic? Why does this guy have a defensive barrier? I will admit, like, the weakest parts of these games is usually... The weakest part of the story so far is honestly always when the magic scenes go on for quite a bit of time. Sometimes when they go on for... Sometimes they last just a tiny bit too long, I think. What's more, it's specialized for counterattacks. What do you mean? Is this... What do you mean by deterrent? From Demon's perspective, that might have been magic. In George's eyes, it was determination. It's absolute determination that show no mercy in those who wish for no further fighting, and force them to prepare for a significant counterattack. Absolute determination becomes magic. Oh, thank fuck, we're back to Jessica. Ryu Kishi is just picking up his action figures or playing around them. It does feel like that right now, admittedly. Only had accurately blocked Jessica's fist with the shield. But something felt odd. Even though he certainly stopped the blows with the shield, he felt his arm begin to strain and ache. All physical damage should have been cut off. However, the damage from this fist were gradually being transmitted to the arm and were accumulating. Renovate acted like it was composed so that this wouldn't be noticed. I'm not gonna get worn out. What's wrong, old man? Starting to get a little tough? No matter how much you attack, it is useless. Why can't you understand that you cannot break my shield? Saying that is not going to stop me hitting you. No matter how hard someone's heart is, we're just going to get through them bit by bit and eventually going to make a crack. I believe it! I believe that there's no such thing as useless effort in this world. Isn't that why we live? To the fullest! Words get through eventually, the same goes to fists! I don't know the meaning of the words give up! Those words were probably aimed at Cannon. Ken had technically rejected Jessica's words. But Jessica knew that, no matter how obstinate his heart was, those words would eventually soak through. And she believed that surely the day would come when he would understand her heart and stop calling himself furniture and disparaging himself. And step onto this new life. So Jessica wouldn't give up. She wouldn't lose hearts. Sounds dumb as hell, huh? I mean, that makes no sense to a guy like you, does it? See a girl in love? Doesn't even think about giving up because it's useless. At that time, Roadway certainly saw. He saw the red-hot burning glow of light surrounding Jessica's fists. Unironically, I find this a lot more interesting as soon as we switch to Jessica. Wow, it really does matter a lot that I do not like George. If I liked George, I probably would be more invested in his fight scene. I was getting kind of bored with his because it's George and I do not like the motherfucker already. This is problematic. Enchanted are they? Penetration upgrade? That will be troublesome. Her stuff is infinitely better. Yeah, not wrong at all. It makes it a lot easier. It makes being invested in her so much better. Like, she's actually hitting run rate. That too. George is playing around. That too. This is an actual fight while George's has been a bit of a dance off. Within her relentless fist and determination, George had the power to succeed no matter what. From Demon's perspective, that was magic. Absolute determination becomes magic. See? Nothing useless about it. My fists are making it through, aren't they? You're guarding your arm, old man. It seems that we have to get a little more serious. It appears it is as you said. In this world, nothing is useless. That's right. If you give up, say something useless, that's when your life is freaking over. I'll get through to him. Definitely. I'm an idiot, so this is the only way I can live. But even so, I believe that one day, I'll definitely reach Kanekun about a new world. So I'm not gonna buckle in a place like this. I'll definitely defeat you and save everyone. Damn it! Package is open! Oh! Ah! Kraus was repeating his useless effort in trying to somehow open a hole between the metal bars. Useless. There's nothing useless. There's nothing! The lookout goats had been swallowed up by those black pits and disappeared. Now was their do-or-die chance. This was their only chance to break the bars. Stop! It's impossible, Crow-san! We can't do anything about them with our bare hands. Let's look for a tool. Don't waste time on the impossible. If you give up saying it's useless, then it's all over. That's what my daughter said! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Even if it's impossible, my body, as long as a small person like Shannon or Cannon can make it through. At this stage, action is more important than racking our brains. I'll join in too. Kanekun, you're a boy. Lend a hand. Kanekun? Sama, please stand back. What? What are you thinking of? It's alright. Isn't it, Ne-san? If you try struggling, just one more time. Yeah, I'll struggle once more as well. No, not once. Over and over again. Jessica's voice had reached Cannon. Had certainly permeated into his stone-cold heart. And George's voice had reached Shannon. If the love he had shown was embodied by strength, she would have to respond in the same way. An incredible metallic sound rang out. The first flash cuts horizontally through several metal bars, and with the next flash, they're cut through horizontally again, causing them to clatter to the ground like bamboo shoots cut by a sword. Kraus, Kirei, and Nanjo didn't even have a clue about what just happened. Dr. Nanjo. Which way down the corridor goes to the mansion? Yes. To the left on the back. Let's go, everyone. We'll be noticed by Virgilia-sama any time now. You two. What in the world are you? Sorry, I've been putting too much effort into the voices again, so my voice is starting to fucking break apart. Because I do not know the meaning of take it easy, sir. I probably should learn it at some point. Where? McCann hung his head a little and faltered. Slannon? Shannon slapped his shoulder, smiled, and spoke.
We are human. Virgilia-sama!
You know, if it wasn't 11:15, I totally fucking end it there. Holy shit, that is the perfect moment under normal circumstances.
This was a warning network. Jailbreak! The gods are there for some reason.
What? Why? It's Gap, isn't it? Taking my summons without asking. Gap. Gappo. Confirming rules of engagement. Request person found at Scaby's mom. Do it. Kill them. What the fuck? Is fucking Virgilia having a tantrum? What the fuck? What? What? The serious fuckaroo? What? Is this a goddamn D&D game, essentially? Played between Maria and Beatrice right now? What the fuck? Understood, ma'am. 45, 410, preparing the cyber pursuit combat. Got it? Closer routes. Virgilia-sama? Escape prevention barrier. Ow. Yes, right. I won't let you escape from here. I bit my tongue saying gap. Am I in a different fucking game? What the fuck's happening? Wait, this is... Oh. As they ran down the underground passage, the path in front of them was again blocked by metal bars. The door was, of course, locked. However, that was not a problem for now. Cannon, more metal bars. Wait, have we seen that area before? Yes! That was where the gold was leading to before, which is very suspicious for obvious reason. We need you. Yes, Kraus-sama. This is incredible, though. I wonder if you could tell me what kind of principle it works on. I'm not interested in principles. The only that's important is that I can sever the metal bars we can escape from here. The hiding place of the goat is connected to the tunnels to Kuadorian? Apparently. Maybe? Possibly? I don't know if this is a reused asset moment or if this is actually relevant. I almost want to say it's relevant because the story is high enough quality where a case like reusing an asset, a very important asset, like wouldn't happen in my mind. I don't know. Don't get distracted, Cannon. Just do it. Leave it to me. And slice the metal bars again with a red trail. And a mystery asset reuse has to be done sparingly or with the purpose. That's also good reasoning there. There's a harsh, strange noise, though only a slight scratch was left on the metal bars. Goodness, these are sturdy. No, it's enchanted. It's Orgilius Sama's magic lock.
切断できる
You cut through it?
Of course, but it will take time.
3分間
I'll give you 3 minutes. After taking a deep breath and focusing his concentration, Ken once again extended his sword that trailed red. When he pressed it hard against the metal bars, sparks sprayed, almost as though he's burning through them with a blowtorch. He might literally be doing that. Who the fuck knows?
切断はできそうだが手こずりそうだな
This looks like cutting it is impossible. It's going to make us work for it.
旦那様
Proud-sama,
敵に捕捉され
I'm
ました
locked onto by the enemy.
下がってください
Please move back.
Huh?
追って
Pursuers?
誰も来て
There's
ない
no one coming.
私の後ろに下がってください
Please, get behind me.
狙われてます
They're aiming for us.
45データ治療
45. Data
標
received.
的は捕捉
Targets acquired.
地形誤差
Starting for the rain.
射撃曲線形成
Rolling fire.
制御点補正
Middle
完了
points adjusted.
410デー
Data
タリン
link
ク
to 410.
410データ治療
410. Data received.
危険区域
Checking danger zone. No problems.
00師団装填
Double
48
loading 48 sub-rounds. Image of FNF. Get it closer rounds.
準備完
Ready.
了
45射撃準備完了
45. Fine preparations
収
complete.
束誘導
Got
弾
it closer rounds. Loaded.
410
410.
射撃
Firing.
A golden arrow that sparked Go's fire, leaving Go tail streaming behind. It drew a curve, went through the door, through the keyhole, down the stairs, towards the underground path at full speed.
何か光りましたぞ
Something shown!
黄金の矢はシールドで防げない
Can't block the gold arrow with a shield.
カノン君
And couldn't
迎撃
prepare to
態勢
intercept.
リンクしよう
Let's link.
ゲートキーパー了解
Gatekeeper understood.
姉さんと一
It's
緒
been
に
a long time since I fought alongside you, Nessan.
動じらないでよ
Don't screw up.
Yeah.
本気でやる
I'll give it everything I've got.
なら問題ない
Then we'll be fine. Cannon stopped cutting the bars and stood in front of Shannon. Behind him, Shannon closed her eyes, concentrating her mind, focusing deep into the darkness on their ground. A guide closer around is a special kind of arrow made up of 48 sub-rounds bound together. It's a fucking buckshot, fine. It explodes mid-flight and divides into 48 mini-arrows. The strength of each individual one is low, but they pierce through all shields and possess a total lethality against ground troops. On top of that, each one of the 48 possesses autonomous guidance towards their individual targets. Who the fuck taught these people about guns? Kinzo? Is Kinzo raising them on fucking TV shows and stuff? And movies? It's shown. It's divided.
収束誘導弾分裂確認
Taking guided cluster round division. 46, 7, 8, 48 sub-rounds. All locks acquired.
迎撃完成
Interception show. Data link to cannon. You know, I have to... The more we learn about these fake the Chester sisters, the more I'm thinking... I don't think Kinzo ever fired a single fucking shot.
Canon, data 受領
Cannon, data received.
姉さんの能力はすごいな
Your ability is incredible, Nessan.
48発全部
I can see all 48.
迎撃優先順位
Just interception priority ordering.
姉さんを信じて
Just your senses, Nissan.
もちろんさ
Of course.
僕は目を開ける必要さえない
I don't even know if you open my eyes. Fence interception. My god, I'm getting fucking tired, honestly. A non-stop action scene for like an hour and a half is fucking tiring.
目標健在
Target's unharmed! It was intercepted! It was intercepted! Yeah?
48
Off 48! Ho ho ho!
シャノンとカノン
Shannon
は
and Cannon were
僕の
originally a
近くに
furniture pair, you see. Motherfucking! Oh, I left that out of my theory crafting! Oh, you fucking had to say that! They are the same person! What the fuck? No! 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 I didn't want confirmation! How do I make this make sense? I was trying to theorize about them being the same person, and I came up against so many fucking barriers! How am I supposed to work with this? It makes everything so much more complicated! How could you do this to me? I had thought about this, and I was like, I don't want to think about it. Can I fucking say that in the thing? I don't know, I didn't want to think about it because it's so fucking complicated. Not because it's impossible, but because it's so complicated. Ah!
揃うと手強いこと
Carrie, do you remember when I was talking about maybe Shannon and Ken are the same person? Or have I not mentioned that? It's a thing. Anyway, she just said that Shannon and Ken are the same person, essentially, by saying, oh, they were the same pieces of furniture. They were a furniture pair. Oh, fuck. They were together. Furniture refers to people. To be a pair of people and not, like, stronger they're fucking the same person. I don't want to have to think about all the scenes now with that context changed.
あいつだったこれ口内炎になっちゃうかしら
I wonder if this is gonna become a mouth ulcer. I wonder if this is gonna become a mouth ulcer. Calm down. Reload.
弾種を変更
Updating the ammo type. Like, I forget, did I put this in my fucking massive 5-hour-long theory already? Wait, does this mean Cannon is actually a girl? Yes. I did? Oh, great. Did I also say there I don't want to talk about because it's complicated as shit? Okay, so the deleted version I was gonna write up. Actually, hold on a second. I can fucking post this. I still have it saved on my phone. Let me fucking pull this shit up. I have this saved on my phone because I was like, I don't want to write about this because it gets off track from the main topic. I guess I have to include it now, though, because fuck me, I guess I'm not allowed to be... Oh, God. Give me a second. This isn't like sniper rounds. Precision sniping.
Sounds good in here. You must intercept super high-speed rounds. The boss will defend from your gatekeeper, dear. Precision sniping understood.
Okay, I posted in the Discord. You can see my fucking thoughts that I was having that I erased because I was like, God, that makes things more complicated. I don't want to think about it because my head was already blowing up.
Precision collection precision firing data.
What in the world was that just now? Don't worry, I'm as clueless as you. I know that we'd be dead if we hadn't relied on those two.
Canon-kun, thanks. Go back to the metal bars. Next should probably give a shot that you can't intercept.
How do we block such an attack?
You don't let them shoot. Canon-kun, rear mortal combat. Guard yourself.
At those words, Ken closed his eyes tightly and clenched his teeth. Now that brings up the... Arc. I understand. There are fucking 1,200 questions that come up because of it. That as I wrote there, I didn't want to consider because it's complicated as fuck. It's not that my theory was unreasonable, it was that it made everything else harder. I also, like, fuck. No, stop. Also, yes, Canon is a girl. So explains why Canon's body was never found in episode 2. It does do a decent job at that, yes. But it all complicates things so much. It answers a couple questions. It introduces 1,000 more. Or Shannon is a guy, BB. Look, if they're trans or not, I don't give two shits. Someone's lying about their gender here. Or they're gender fluid. But I get the feeling this isn't the kind of story where gender fluid exists. I'd be surprised if that was the case. I mean, it gotta be interesting, but it's more likely one's trans and one is trans is much more likely, I'd say, than gender fluid. Yeah, I feel like that's a safe thing to say. The Shannon in the center, a pressure and impact blasted out could only be received by those not human. Oh my god, we're getting a fucking fancy-ass graphics.
Huh? Firing system error! No good! Rebooting! Huh?
You guys more likely one might be a cross-dresser? Okay, if they're a cross-dresser though, Carrie, I have a very important question. Why the fuck are they a cross-dresser? I get the feeling with as fucked up as the Ushiro-Miyas are, I feel like the answer wouldn't be as simple as, oh, Canon likes dressing as a girl or Shannon likes dressing as a guy. I feel like it would not be that simple. Because, God, nothing can be that simple in this family. Alright, so episode 1, Shannon had to have faked her death in the first Twilight. Likewise, in episode 3, she'd have to... Alright, she was found first. Okay, this is a weird one puzzle. Yes! Exactly, Victor! You have to think so much differently! The Ushiro-Miyas have also known Shannon since she was 6. That's a thing to hide all those years. Yes, the question becomes, who's the fake? Or who's the personality that's put on first? Is Shannon the first one, or is Canon the first one? I don't fucking know. The questions that abound from this conclusion fucking complicate so much. Cannon has only been there for 3 years. Exactly, Ark. So does that mean Cannon came second? God, even... Look, we've all agreed that Shannon was weird to start off with. What if Shannon has multiple personality disorder? I'm not sure. That's possible. But you still have to explain the physicalities of a shit ton of stuff now. You have to explain the goddamn school festival. You have to explain fucking George dating Shannon. There's like, God, so much gets started. Like, there's so much you have to ask about suddenly because it's like, what the fuck? And stuff you have to ask about outside the storm. The storm is fucking a closed room. You can say what happened didn't happen, but like... Oh yes, 3 years is when I theorized the Mirage Sorcieros meeting. Yes! So is Cannon... I want to stop thinking.
何をしてるか早く耳を下げよう45
Spherical particle protection, move it! What are you doing? Go cover your ass, 45. An unseen, unheard impact blasts towards the Cheshire Sisters. 00 and 410 crouch down, cover the ears before 45 to make it in time. So standing boat upright, her eyes rolled inside her head.
45損傷
45 damaged. Our gunpowder engine's gone kaput. Oh, the noise. It's over for me, Mia.
$45
45 410 a foot and double damaged. Abundance typing. He came straight through the line. I have to reboot.
A character tier list when I finished episode 4 would be cool. I have the pictures and my mind is breaking. I'm fine with it. Also, fuck. How is it that knowing who Beatrice is likely to be doesn't fucking help the mystery at all? God damn it. Can I switch back to Angie to see what the island's like? Raising the spirit particle sensitivity for precision sniping had backfired. They had taken the full brunt of the spherical particle shockwave Shannon released. Not only 45, who had been directly hit, 00 and 410 who had been linked with her were taken down.
大丈夫ですか
Are you alright?
後でまた美味しい紅茶を入れてあげますからね。しっかり。
I'll make some more delicious black tea later, okay? Hold it together.
申し訳ございません。
My apologies, ma'am.
再起動をかけます。
We'll reboot.
数百秒ほどお待ちを。
Please wait a few hundred seconds.
All the Cheshire Sisters had collapsed. Yay? They would probably get back up eventually, but it looked like it would be hard for them to return to the battle lines for a while.
So, furniture was able to repel weapons, if for but a moment.
They're still trying to figure this out, understandable. It kind of works if Nanjo's a co-conspirator. You could fake Shannon's death in episode 1-3, but that doesn't explain how they failed Canon 2 in episode 3. Yeah, as I said, there's a lot to figure out. So, I can kind of buy that each episode is a self-contained mystery, possibly. With the overarching mystery, what really happened after all, which episode is true, you know? The problem comes in, of course, in what the fuck was, like, again, I would like to mention this. Jessica has a crush on Cannon. George is dating Shannon. How? how the fuck is that happening at the same time? You know? That's in the real world, seemingly. So how the fuck did that happen? Even worse is, I look back on episode 1. Before the storm arrives, Genji interacts with both Shannon and Cannon, which makes it so feel like... Go look back on the episodes before the storm arrives and the road becomes closed off. Like, who talks to Shannon and Cannon at the same time? How many people? Yeah, at the same time is very important in this.
I see. The plots which entertain that child truly are filled with unexpected turns.
Virgilia toward the air with a large motion as though opening a door.
Come, arise, goat servants. It's time for work.
I mean, if it was a thing, Genji would have to know and be allowing it. Kumasawa too, maybe not Goda. Don't think anyone tells him anything. I mean, Goda was surprised at the end of episode fucking... every time he's died, he's been surprised, so probably. It just becomes a question of why. I don't know how George and Cannon wouldn't know, you know? Like, I don't know how those two wouldn't be able to tell. And I still do not know why Vito cares about Battler. Were Cannon and Shannon in the same jail cell? Yes.
Kill and capture the escapees. Corpses are fine. We can just revive them later.
But this is magic, so it doesn't count. Right. Yeah, exactly. So that becomes the problem is, like, we have to try and... We have to reconcile the fact that all the non-magic scenes have to be reconciled with the idea that somehow, in some way, these two are the same person, and that gets some difficulties. That has some major hurdles to get across. A gold-colored door opened in the air, and countless giant goats with muscular bodies peeked their faces in.
Come now, hurry. There are 5 escapees. The fastest 5 you win.
That is the island of the storm. Yeah. Once the storm arrives, the island becomes a locked room. And all things of like, wait, hold on, how can this make sense? We can kind of start interpreting it under a different lens, which helps, but just have to see if it's true in the pre-storm. Yes, exactly, Carrie. Pre-storm sections are where everything matters most here. And God, there's a lot of material to look through. Genji and Kumasawa would have to be doing a lot of covering, but then we've known from the start that Shannon is special for some reason. I mean, she was brought over at 6 years old. Yep, not wrong at all. Remember, we were also told that people usually leave after like 2 to 3 years. Shannon has been here for fucking 10. We all noticed that immediately and all said that was that's weird.
Come on now, go for it, go for it.
Virgilia clapped her hands, urging them on. A prize? After glancing at each other at those words, the goats rushed to the door at once, trying to get out, making the exit as tight as a squeeze of the trains during the commuter rush. Each wanted to get out first, so none of them could get out. Virgilia held her head in frustration. You just reread everything with a new context in mind. 132 hours, Ark! Why? The goats are three soojing themselves. Really? Someone... I feel like Beto is either crying or Balor's just looking at Beto like, what the fuck is this shit, Beto? What are you doing? Why? At that time, Ken managed to cut just enough bars to make a gap that could be slipped through. The grew bit of worker crowd, large as was, and Naojo, whose waist was nearly his downfall. But even so, they all managed to make it through. But their relief at getting through was short-lived. Immediately, another set of bars blocked the way in front of them. The security sure is tough. I bet they didn't really want the police in here to escape. People in here, rather. Cannon, I'm sorry, but I won't have to ask you again. Reserve stuff on you, but please. There's sweat on Cannon's forehead. You tell a glance at cutting the metal bars, which had been made even more solid magic, was exhausting him considerably. Yes, leave it to me, Kraus-san. Only you can do it. Only you can prevent our deaths. Please, we're counting on you. Only he could do it. Holding tightly onto those words. Also, guys, if Cannon actually does turn out to be a girl, I swear I did not take any fucking gnosis or any drugs of any sort. I just saw Cannon the first time. I saw them, I heard their voice, and was like, that's a girl, that's a girl, that's a girl. Does anyone use Cannon's name? No. It's heavily fucking teased in episode 2, but no one uses Cannon's true name. No, not even Jessica knows Cannon's true name. Jessica doesn't even know Cannon's real name. Cannon came close to saying it twice in episode 2, but fucker bitched out on it. I'm being drugged by a cat! Enemies are coming from behind! Multiple! Yes, this time even we can tell. The ground's truly starting to shake. I can tell that some terrible monsters are rushing at us. Don't worry. I'll see the bars just came through with a magical lock. Those won't be able to break through it. Janet held her hand out towards the bar they had come through. But she stopped right away. What is it? Virgilia-sama has started neutralizing the spirit wave jamming. It'd be bad if it broke. The hallucination once the Chester sisters are rebooted. I mean, if you put in the punishment coffee, would I be even able to tell? I don't know. Oh, fuck. Punishment coffee is tomorrow. I don't want to take punishment coffee. Punishment coffee sucks ass. I'm getting to the harder days too. I'll make you pay in full for boning these cute rabbits. You try and gain advantage of those crafty little spirit particles. I'll tear all that off and rob you of them. If Cannon is hiding his first name because it's the same as Shannon, I swear to Christ, if it is, it's gonna fucking make me go crazy. His son concentrating the spirit wave jamming. Gotten those bars too narrow for those goats. It should hold them back for a while. I don't have a clue what you're saying, but you at least got to point out something pretty bad. If it is, we're never letting me claim that I don't take gnosis. I will hire a lawyer to fucking save my ass then. Guess I'll have to, you know? Not much of a choice. He already picked up a metal bar that Ken had just cut. Crashed on a weapon and he rubbed his fist and the two of them glared in the depths of the underground passage where the shaking was coming from. You're looking forward to the answers arc just so you can see the mind breaks I inflict on myself? You know, it's fucking horrible that it's not even the game most of the time that's doing it. It's me. It's me making realizations about what's happened before and what's happened since. And just contextualizations. I believe this sidebar is the final thing blocking the way. How far is it to the mansion from here? Quite a walk. That's even nicer when we're walking for 30 minutes. If we run out flat out, it'll be half that time. They couldn't tell for sure since they didn't have the three-side mirror. There's no guarantee that George is going to hold out against the demon opponents for all that time. If we run at twice walking speed, it'll be 15 minutes. And running at twice that speed again will make it 8 minutes. And if we sprint out flat out at double that speed again, it won't even take 5. No sweats. An unreasonable calculation. The calculations I merchants do tend to be that way. My sincere apologies, everyone. The rest will be up to you. Leave it to us. Cannon, you got the bars as fast as you can. Shannon, you can drink jamming that witch called Virgilia or whatever. Kirei-san and I will defend against the pursuers. Then the roars of beasts rang out of the night and numerous fiery, glowing, bright red eyes appeared. The goats rushing towards them with thunderous force were several levels more massive than guards had been. The tremors that created were almost like an earthquake. The power and terror was tremendous, but Kirei instead laughed with relief. Those massive bodies wouldn't need to go through a gap in the bars. Yeah, but they might be able to slam their way through. The group of goats crashed into the metal bars with a terrific sound like that of a train colliding with a dead end. Kraus hasn't actually fought yet, has he? Even when he's in army, he got taken out by Eva without fight. Yep, this man might be a badass. I guess we'll find out. Clumps of dirt fell here and there from the ceiling, and you could tell that the metal bars buckled inwards. The force of the charge must have been no different from a train. If the metal bars hadn't been there, they would undoubtedly have been swallowed up by the 5 of them and crushed in an instant. When the group of goats pressed up against the metal bars, realized the 5 of them were right in front of them. They let out a terrible howl, trying to intimidate the 5. Although it was hard to tell whether that was really intimidation or because of the pain of being pushed and shoved. One calm goat among them figured out that I need to do something about the metal bars. And grabbed 2 of them with his massive arms and began bending them as though opening double doors. Kirei sharply grabbed her metal hoe at that goat's vitals. Or jab, sorry. The goat let out a roar of anguish. It probably hurt a lot, but that was all. It was enough to bring it down.
Kraus-san!
Kraus-san? Kraus is not fucking going down without a fight! When did this man get badass? Three. Nope. 3, 2, 1. It hurts so much. Throwing this metal pipe hoe in hand, Kirei relinquished the opposite tip to Kraus. He's fighting for his daughter. I never knew I would think of this, but wow! Kraus is only a douche on the surface. He's fighting for his daughter. This is what love looks like. Oh, are you? Not whatever that shit George has. Not wrong! Not wrong at all! God, who would have... Would anyone have had guessed from the start that the one who shows the most genuine love is fucking Kraus? Out of all the characters we've seen so far? Kraus and goddamn Rudolph seem to have the most genuine love for their kids? Hilarious. All that to strike power is focused on the single pole, drawing it in. Are you alright? Please don't rub the affected area. To prescribe the medicine later. Take care. As the goat had taken a power bunker to its vitals, writhed with teary eyes. It nodded its head.
私たちのリンクも結構いけるじゃない。
What the fuck is this comedic ass scene? Please tell me this isn't the anime. I know it probably isn't, but I'd laugh if it was. I'll say our Link isn't that bad either.
シャノンちゃん
We
たち
can't
には
let
負けられ
Shannon
ないわ。
couldn't beat us.
当然じゃないか。
Naturally,
私たちは
we
仲
are
良
a
し
loving
一族。
family after all.
二人がかりでならいけるわ。
You wish it was. Damn, this isn't shit anime then, obviously.
次、右側のあい
We can
つ。
take them if it's 2-on-1. Next, that one on the right.
了解だ。
Roger.
いい嫁
You
さ
seem
ん
like
じ
a
ゃ。
great wife. Rudolph. I'm sorry that you
少し
grumbled a little
口
too
が多か
much.
ったんじゃないか。
Oh, it's not? Never mind. Yeah, if it was, if this was in it, I'd fucking watch that anime in a heartbeat. I don't care how bad everyone says it is. This scene alone is fucking great.
へえ、後で聞かせてもらうわ。
Oh, you have to tell me that later.
ルドルフさん、
Rose-san, it's
天
no
国で青
use.
くなっても手遅れよ。
It's no use you turning white in heaven. It's too late for excuses. I'm gonna call it there. I'm actually excited almost. Sadly, we're going back to George, but otherwise, after we left George before, that was getting excited. No wonder everyone says it's bad if it cuts this part out. It slash a lot from episodes 1 to 2 when you watch through it. Yeah, this part's fucking awesome. Why would you ever take this out? You have to be obviously a massive fucking dumbass. Also, Kire and Kraus work together well. What's up with that? Who the hell knows? But now, my mind has been absolutely broken. I'm on the spectrum of fucking pain and suffering. I hope you guys join in on pain and suffering with me later. If this is your first time coming to pain and suffering, may I suggest coming to more pain and suffering later by subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you're aware when pain and suffering is happening. As well, if you like anything about the pain and suffering, please leave a like on the pain and suffering. And as well, leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about the pain and suffering. Also, check out the comment down below for my talk about pain and suffering that will be there pinned to the top. And share the video, share the pain and suffering around with whoever you think might be interested in pain and suffering, just like everyone else. So until pain and suffering next time, I'm going to get up close. I'm going to get quiet. And I'm going to say goodbye.